Dr. David Beaulieu, and I'm back with more news you can use. I want to talk to you today about somebody that I really respect. It's a lady by the name of Stephanie Seneff. She's a doctor, a senior research scientist at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, that's MIT up in Boston. And she's published a number of papers in the last few years. And they're enough to knock your socks off. Now, I like the works that come out of MIT. MIT is not a medical school. MIT is an engineering institution. Engineers and physicists aren't like the rest of us, especially those in medical science. Those of us in medicine and medical science, I like to think of myself as a scientist. But we'll do a scientific project, and when we're done, we haven't accounted for all the variables, we haven't looked into all of the various areas, and we'll say, and this is what we found, and we think we should do more. We think we should do more research. When you read the research done by physicists and engineers, they say, we've done the research. If you do it this way, these are the results that you will get, because we've done the research. And Dr. Seneff is remarkable in that she has made an association, created a very, very reliable association between the broad-spectrum herbicide Roundup, which glyphosate is basically what that is, and the rise in gut disorders. And of course, in my office, I'm dealing with allergies and sensitivities and leaky gut on an hour-by-hour basis. So this really, really speaks to me. Now, before all of this, she investigated the relationship between glyphosate. She sees glyphosate as being an evil chemical. And the relationship between glyphosate and the development of a wide array of modern diseases, including autism. And we keep looking for a cause of autism. There isn't a cause of autism. There isn't a cause of any of these brain disorders. These brain disorders are multifactorial. There are sometimes 10, 15, and 20 things all contributing to these brain disorders. And if it's a brain disorder with 15 contributing factors and you take care of 7 of them, these people are going to be substantially better. If you take care of 10 or 12 of them, they're going to think they're well. You need to do as much as you can possibly do to eliminate toxic substances from the body. And glyphosate, herbicide, Ready Roundup herbicide that's usually popular in this country, is contributing enormous problems. Seneff's research reveals that when it comes to gluten intolerance and celiac disease, for example, both leading to leaky gut, actually doesn't stem so much from the genetically modified GMOs as from the glyphosate. It's related to the glyphosate that's used on these crops. There are 2 things, I know you haven't heard this before. There are 2 things we find in all of the chronic disease that we deal with in our centers, and we're chronic disease oriented. Clinical and subclinical malnutrition and toxic body burden, toxic overload. And glyphosate is contributing to that. It's causing gut dysfunction, leaky gut, leading to allergies, leading to food dysfunction. It's creating a monster in our country. We need to start eating natural, healthy, organic food. Food that is not organic is not healthy food. And you can't be healthy eating food that isn't healthy. It doesn't make sense. It's like eating animal flesh from animals that are sick. How can you expect to gain health by eating food that's not healthy? It simply doesn't make any sense. please stay away from food that's not organically grown. It's not more expensive. It will save your life.